you down. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't need to fix myself. I'm not broken. I feel you in the air I breathe. I know you're waiting for me. I don't need to fix myself. I'm not broken. I don't need to fix myself. I'm
Last at 22.7. FPV Skittles 23.7.
Oh stranger, did you face the world that's waiting outside your door? And if you refuse to play, you'll never win.
UGELN 19.7. Last at 19.4. FPV Skittles 21.1.
Are you making the most of it? It doesn't matter where your faith lies. We are all the same, we all must decide. Could you say that
UGELN 21.6.
if there's one thing that I know, the world will carry on without you. When the time is up, will you
FPV Skittles 31.7. Last at 36.8. UGELN 18.9. Last at 17.7. FPV Skittles 21.7.
If there's one thing that I know, the world will carry on without you. When the time is up, will you like what you've become? Just what you've become. It's choking and not playing. It's a battle, a constant struggle to find the words that help you fix it. When inside your head, there's a revolution. I wanna be a part of something, the life in their shadow.
Well, hello and welcome to you. We're coming to you live from Fayetteville, New York. We're inside the Craftsman Inn and Suites, and this is the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. I'm Joe Scully along with the cast and crew of weBLEED FPV. We're super stoked to have you with us on the Multi-GP YouTube channel and the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel as well. We're about to commence the party that is our Pro Class division. Qualifiers 17 through 32 getting set to race in a double elimination bracket. Just had a warm-up pack for heat number 1. When we see our first 4 rounds, we're going to give them a warm-up battery, then into their bracket. We had some tech issues, one of our pilots, so I think they're trying to fix a quad or get a backup quad, and then we're going to be getting things underway, going hot with their preliminary bracket race. So top 16, double elimination. Top 2 move up in the winner's bracket. Bottom 2 go down in the consolation bracket. We'll take this field to 16 pilots down to our final 4 at the end. And when we get to the final 4, 16 down to 4, we will run the final 4 pilots repeatedly until someone wins twice. They are our undisputed Pro Class champion here at the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. That's 2 aces. It's called Chase the Ace. 2 wins will get you to the top of the podium. Finish points in that final will get decide the rest of the podium. And well, for example, on those finish points, a pair of seconds would be 4 points. A pair of thirds would be 6 points. 4 points beats 6 points. But if all of a sudden there was a tie situation, a second and a third and a second, total of 5 each way, that means we're going to have a race-off. And if you're with us earlier this afternoon in our sport class final, we had a 3-way tie for second. And so we had a 1-lap race-off to decide the rest of our podium. That was super exciting right there. I was really glad to see It Mom get up on that podium. Congratulations to Goons winning our sport earlier. And now your first 4 pilots getting set to fly in our Pro Class division. Qualifiers 17 through 32 are set to fly with you. There's a 4-lap race. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Go Tone, up and Adam we go. We have the number 30 seed this week. That's about 17th, 16th in our field. FPV Skittles, 15th in our field, or 14th in our field. Then you have 27th this week, Ugellan, the number 22 seed this week, Blasta, and this weekend, 19th, which puts him third overall in pro, Just Jay. Your 4 pilots working for us. Your leader here after 1, Ugellan, but less than 6.5 seconds separating all 4 pilots, and a little issue there for Just Jay. He was running third. That moves Skittles up into third as we're chasing Ugellan. Ugellan now onto lap number 3, halfway through. 2 laps down, 2 to go. Blasta was running second. Blasta just went on his lid, and so that's going to now move Just Jay up into second. FPV Skittles in third. Blasta in fourth. 11 seconds is not much. That's the entire field. 2 seconds separating second, third to fourth. Everyone making mistakes in that 2, 3, 4 range, but this one is all Ugellan. He was third of the group in qualifying order. Issues for Ugellan now. Issues for FPV Skittles. Issues for Just Jay. We're on the final lap. Ugellan and Blasta. What happened to Ugellan? What happened to Ugellan?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm unfortunately questioning Mark.
This is a bracket, but what happened to Ugellan? Like, he just finished the race, but he's still racing. I got false laps here for Just Jay. The only one. Now, the only one I have in the crash gate for real is Blasta. Ugellan is a question. And now it looks like everyone made it to the start-finish gate, but our first heat, Skittles right now I have in third. So that one is our first heat of our pro, and that is our first one to review. Results are unofficial, and because it's just such chaos, if we can hold on heat number 2 before we do anything, I just want to get off on a good start here, as we're going to bring Jason, our review official, to figure out the situation. What are we hearing? Well, right, it's 4 laps, 4-lap races. Ugellan is the question. Does Ugellan, well, yeah, does Ugellan do all of his laps? Did we? So it looks like Ugellan does get the win, but now you have Just Jay crashing there. That's not. Well, I had misreads. We crashed into the start-finish gate. Oh, look at this. No, he still. Now his spotter is saying that he had an extra lap to do. We are going to replay with overlays. Really weird timing data. Like, I deleted a lap for somebody. Let me just look at that first. So Ugellan was clean. Ugellan we know for sure is first. Looks like Blasta might be okay. Skittles seems to be okay. All right. Love starting things off with a review. And so results are official here on that first one. The win going to go to Ugellan. He's going to move up to match number 6 in our winners bracket. Second going to go to Blasta. About 15 seconds first to second right there. Then FPV Skittles pulls up third. Just Jay in fourth. So we're going to take Skittles and Just Jay to match number 5. No channel changes. And we will take Ugellan and Blasta to Match number 6, winners bracket. No channel changes, no channel changes. As we get set, thank you, Paul. Appreciate your patience on that, working with us. Just didn't want to start off with homework right off the bat there with DVR reviews, etc. Match number 2, this is going to be Bagzilla from Massachusetts. NOS FPV from Massachusetts as well. From Canada, Farmers FPV, and from Vermont, the high seed here in match number 2, it's going to be Static. Second overall in qualifying in our Pro Class division, and last year's Pro Class champion as well. He comes in defending. AC is the top qualifier of Pro here this week, and he is a couple of heats away. Nice to see the reigning weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Pro Class champion with us. They're set to fly. This is a practice, right? This will be a practice heat. Don't go. Didn't you say go? Oh, I didn't say the arm the quads? All right. All right, pilots. This is a practice heat. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. We'll let them run there for their 2 minutes here in our next heat. We roll up. This is the 3rd time we've run this format, and just kind of was a fog there of what was going on. My bad. Say hello to Thump FPV, cheering on Farmers. He's doing some practicing for us here in this heat, about to go into the battle. FPV Yeti is with us. Reedy FPV in the chat. Ryan Shoeface says Jace is on the case. I like that. Paw Patrol style. Jace is on the case. Hypnos saying, send it, you gelin. Yeah, he did. Nice laps, clean laps. FPV Yeti asking where the PNW is. Is that in Canada? No. Pacific Northwest. Think Washington. Not the capital, the other one, the state. Think Oregon, Idaho. Where EDOC is from, that's Edmonton, Alberta. Think Santa Claus. Think ice cream sandwiches. Huh. Yes, sir. I want to say hello to William8868. He was talking about the Heads potato. Heads McFly-a-whoop is with us, and he's been collecting those potatoes. Got a bunch. Not sure how he's going to get them back. Say good afternoon as well to Crazy Bob, Ben Branson, all the people. All the people are with us. In this one, we have Bagzilla practicing, and Xer says, let's go Bags. 7 seconds. 5 seconds here. This is a practice heat. And then we put a new battery in and go for real. Match number 2. The 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. 2 minutes have completed, and we will get things set. Well, we're inside the Craftsman Inn and Suites here in Fayetteville, New York. Last night we had our pilot banquet. It was a buffet of chicken, salmon, prime rib, Caesar salad, rolls, some other salad, vegetables, fruit, amazing brisket, and double-dipped Hershey chocolate cheesecake. I didn't even touch it. I'm like, nope, don't want to die today. That's a little too much. That's my kryptonite right there. It was good. It was sweet, though. I noticed a lot of people only ate like 3/4 of their slice. It was pretty rich, they told me. But that brisket, amazing. Prime rib was amazing, too. Cooked to perfection. The sauces were amazing. The Caesar sauce, the ranch. What a spread. Last night, our Pilot's Banquet was brought to us by our ultimate sponsor, RMB IT Solutions. Elevate your digital capabilities. They're based in Rhode Island. They will help you with your network security, email systems, and disaster recovery. rbitsi.com for more information. Oh, so good. Of course, our thanks to weBLEED FPV, for the open bar last night from 8 until 9:30. It was nice. Nice touch. So cheers and an Aaron Go bra to each and every one of you watching us around the planet. Depending on where you are, it is about St. Paddy's Day. Just about. Yes, sir. It's 3:30 on a Sunday afternoon here, but we want to wish happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone watching in Australia. It's about 8:30 in the morning there. They're getting ready, or 6:30 in the morning, getting ready to celebrate St. Paddy's. And in Shenzhen, they're going to be waking up shortly, celebrating St. Paddy's. Here we go. Match number 2. Top 2 advance, winners bracket, bottom 2 in the redemption brackets. They just warmed up, they just practiced, and we're going green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Up like a shot we go, and through that triple gate top, and we are good and clean. Results are going to be official on this one. We'll talk about a why between the heats. Had a little bit of a ringer-dinger there for Bagzilla. He was the lowest seed in this heat, but he was our leader. Now he goes to the back of the pack. We are chasing Farmers, then Static, 0.5 of a second back, then Bagzilla running third and Nos in fourth. After one lap, they're only separated by 1.4 seconds, and we continue to chase Farmers FPV up in the number 1 spot. Issues for Bagzilla. He is going down. Look at Farmers now trying to pull away with it a little bit. He's halfway through. 2 laps down, 2 to go. Static in second, 1.2 seconds back. Nos FPV in third, 1.8 seconds back from the transfer position. You want to be in the top 2 to advance from this preliminary round into the winners bracket round. I'm hearing ringers and dingers. I'm seeing quads flying everywhere. Bagzilla is having some issues. White flag flying. 1 more to go for Farmers, Static, Nos FPV. You're looking at under 4 seconds separating your top 3. Bagzilla now 1 lap back here in this preliminary round, to the best of our abilities to ascertain that. As we go to the crash gate with Farmers. Farmers with his first win of the afternoon. Second going to go to Static, the reigning weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship Pro Class champion in the number 2 spot, to move up with Farmers in our winners bracket. Third going to go to Nos FPV. Fourth to Bagzilla. But it sounds like results may be unofficial. We may have a review on that. For those just joining us here this afternoon, going to talk about some of the rules, some of the things that are in play that we are watching for. Hole shot rule, all the pilots must get through the top of the triple. If there's contact resulting in a crash, 2 points at contact, as Jay says, or Borgslayer says, before that top of the triple on the first lap is a hole shot, we will call the race back or run it over. False start rule is in play each and every heat. We also have an E-dock rule, making sure that all 4 pilots take off from the start blocks. And then if you don't, you have the option to call it back as the E-dock rule. Everyone gets 1 of those mulligans. And so we're just going to, behind the scenes, we're just going to double check a finish on the crash gate. Results are unofficial. Is this the right one? Nope, that's the wrong heat. Okay. So we do have the results are unofficial on that one. We haven't hit save as of yet. We are looking for Chainsaw J, Typhus, and Lambie to work their way over here. We're going to, this is the right one, right? We're going to see them here momentarily. Yeah, I can run a practice here. We're just confirming the end of the race. And results are official from the last one. After a review of the tape here behind the scenes, Farmers and Static moving on up in our winners bracket. Channel change coming in for Farmers going to race band 8 when you come back with Static in match number 6. And a channel change for Bagzilla going to race band 2 when you come back with NOS FPV in match number 5. And of course, you can follow along those heat sheets as they update dynamically multigp.live/WB3. Powered by a live time scoring engine. We're going to bring up match number 3 here. They're going to do a practice pack, then into their big race as well. Preliminary round. Taking our field to 16 here in our pro class down to our final 4 podium for Chase the Ace. So as you may have noticed, our start-finish gate is the low side of the cube, lower side. But they finish in the crash gate. Must go into the crash gate, even though our timing screen will pop when they go by the start-finish gate. It actually comes down to that crash gate at the end. And we've had some going under the gate, over the gate. We've had some interesting finishes. Pilots are set to fly. 2 minutes on the clock in less than 5. Practicing now, we have the number 29 seed this weekend, Lammy. The number 28 seed this weekend, Typhus FPV. Number 21 seed this weekend, Jay. And the number 20 seed, high seed in this match number 3, Chainsaw FPV. Doing their thing. Doing a little practice session. Great to see some familiar faces back here with us at the weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship.
J4Y39.2. Typhus FPV 43.5.
Here in our pro division, we have a few from last year's hobbyist. Not sure if we got a couple from last year's sport class. We got a few from last year's
J4Y25.
pro class. Yeah, there's some familiar faces here. Lammy, Blasta.
Lammy 115.
Of course, last year's champ as well. And we got someone who was the low end of elite last year, now coming back in the pro class. It's a pretty intense field. And a couple newbies
J4Y29.8.
working for us. Talked about those great partners, R&B IT Solutions, bringing us our pilot banquet last night. Also want to thank our platinum partner, Emax. Have you seen the Sita Hawk Mini? 2.5 inches, ultra compact, ready for adventure. All kinds of exclusive parts and gear on sale now at emax-usa.com. Of course, Beta FPV is back for another weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. Renowned for their ready-to-fly kits. Good to go. The Cetus Lite, Cetus FPV, Cetus Pro, the Aquila 16.
Lammy 36.5.
Their brushless series, their Cinewhoop series, their toothpick quads, brushed series, and more. Right now, big sale going on at betafpv.com, up to 70% off. Let's practice pack for match number 3. They're going to be back here in a moment. Thank you, Beta FPV, one of our diamond sponsors. Into our gold sponsors, our thanks to Happy Model. They have the new Mobula 7 HD. You can run HD0 on it. You can run DJI. 2S battery support for powerful and smooth freestyle flying as well. HappyModel.cn for more information. We also want to thank Fractal Engineering Shop. They're with us here this week as well. They have their own X-frame B&F bind and fly. It's called the Fractal X. That looks like a beast. They also got the Fractal X boat. They even came out with their own small, high-power voltage booster, the Fractal 5E. Boosty baby, ultra small. they're in the space. They're doing some great things. Thank you, Fractal Engineering Shop, for your support of the Northeast Whoop Championships. I want to thank our friends at Radio Master. Our household is a Radio Master household now, the Boxer. And we are going green for real this time. This is match number 3. Top 2, winners bracket bound. Bottom 2, into the redemption bracket will take you. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quadcopters. We're going live on the tone in less than 5. We have some crashing at the end there. It looks like Lammy is in the crash gate. Now, I also saw Jay having issues at the end of the straight. Looks like Typhus has just plain issues. Not sure if we're going to have to review some tape here at the end. But right now, Chainsaw and Jay are your leaders here after 1, separated by a second. And Chainsaw with the advantage. Lammy is back up in 3rd, but he is a lap back from our Chainsaw and Jay show. And what a show it is. Chainsaw still leading, and they're still within that 2-second range apart. Over to the cube we go with Chainsaw. There's Jay right through as well. Now we're about 2 seconds apart. We're working on lap number 3. And now I have Jay making some moves. Here comes Chainsaw to the crash gates, and Chainsaw with the win. And Jay making a move behind him. Missed the crash gate, double back around. They're 1 and 2, but results are unofficial. We will have to take a look at this as Lambie decides to take it out on his quad. That was only the preliminary round. We have more racing to go. And so we are going to replay the start on that one here behind the scenes and just kind of see what the story is. You had a question on the which? No, but you said the start, right?
Yeah, I need to see what's going on with the start.
Well, I got it queued. It's right here. Let's take a look at the replay, Dougie. You have my instant messenger. That is super weird. Hold on. Oh, I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it. There you go. Now you got me, Dougie. So we wanted to be safe, right? So we heard and saw crashing at the start, but we don't want to call races early, as we had Jay, Lammy, and Typhus all with issues on the start. So let's go and play it back frame by frame. This is where it's interesting. So first we're going to watch Jay. He crashes at the end of the front straight. Where? Just like I was talking about. Well, Lamby. Lammy is the first one at the end of the front straight. Lamby in the bottom right. He goes under Jay and Chainsaw and crashes into the crash gate on the opening lap. So was there contact with another quad? No. He almost did right here, but he hits the crash gate. Now let's take a look at Jay. He's above the crash gate. What does he hit? Well, he lines things up here and goes into the turning pole dead on. Where you look, you go. Now let's take a look at who else crashed out. Typhus, right? Typhus now bottom left-hand side. He goes above the crash gate that Lammy just crashed into, around the pole that Jay just hit, and Typhus just hits the wall. So carnage, self-induced, cleanup on aisle 6. So results are official on that one right there. So we'll take Jay and Lammy up to match number 8. No channel changes. And Chainsaw and Typhus FPV going to match number 7. No channel changes. No channel changes. That was match number 3. Let's get set for match number 4. Practice pack first. With Lowndes, Tasty, OG, Dr. Love, and AC. AC being your TQ, your top qualifier. Great day for racing. Pilots, 2 minutes on the clock are yours in less than 5. We are green. Reedy FPV putting the Cookie Monster emoji in the chat. I didn't even know that was a thing. I like your style.
OGDR Love 18-3. Ace at 32.1. Lowndes 34.6. OGDR Love 22.3.
Say hello to Jennifer Reich as well, along with Sid. Looks like there's a lot of static fans with us. Going to be defending last year's Pro Class Championship. You're just joining us here this afternoon. This is the Pro Class of the 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. It's qualifiers 17 through 32. 6 o'clock tonight. About 2 hours, 10 minutes, we go into our elite top 16. Lots of racing. 62 pilots making it to Fayetteville, New York. Do some whoop racing. 59 made it from qualifying into brackets here today. And we are now down to our top 32 of the 62 pilots. And the racing has been exciting. From the hobbyist division to the sport to this pro, already starting things off with a bang, and we're going to see how this plays out. 5 seconds remaining, pilots, until we want you to finish up the lap that you're on. And there's your 2 minutes. Bring it in after you finish your last lap.
Lowndes 24.4.
We welcome back to the weBLEED regular hoop and hoop mini to keep you sorted. Also want to thank Firefly Tactical Light Kit for the DJI Nevada 2. Luminant Unknown. They also got some great chargers. Some would say the best chargers in the game. Charging little batteries. Thank you, Firefly. With thanks as well to Team Hobby Angle Variable Pitch Series, the MFVP Series propeller.
Start.
Stop streaming.
Of course, our host,
Stop streaming.
FPV.com. That was a practice on that group. We're going to be back here with all right, pilots. Top 2 winners bracket, bottom 2 consolation bracket. Arm your quadcopters. We are live on the tone in less than 5. That wall is taking a beating here in our pro class. And, well, we may have to play that one back. We're going to run it out, see how it plays out, and see if the tail of the tape tells us something a little differently a little bit later on. Just watching Lowndes. He was doing quite well there, but he now crashes out. Your top qualifier, AC, is leading. He's got a little lap traffic with him. He caught up with Lowndes, but now he's caught up with, well, Tasty has caught up with AC. And now we got a battle here for the lead. AC still holding off Tasty, but Tasty has AC in his sights. We're working on lap number 3. And AC and Tasty on this final lap. White flag is flown, getting sent to wave at checkered. We're back in the air here with OG Dr. Love. He looks like he's got some more issues as well. This one is going to come down to a review no matter what. And oh, what a finish right there. Tasty and AC in the start-finish gate at the exact same time. And so, Paul, if we could go into a holding pattern, we're gonna have to play that one back. We have a whole bunch of dirtiness going on. We may have a whole shot, which means we have to rerun the whole thing. The finish is insane as well. And Paul, at the same time, if we can power test Tasty. I didn't get any. I didn't get any. No, yeah, I didn't get any lap. I didn't get any.
Contact. Yeah, right here. Yep. Wait, 1. Keep going.
He's hitting.
Yeah, I know, but that's 1. Let's see if he hits something else. 1. 2. Hold on.
That one is going to be a hole shot. Can confirm. OG Dr. Love flew in the underside of AC. And a couple of things to sort out there. Tasty with the low power. Yeah, I only got one. The timer only saw you once at the 24-second mark. And we are scrubbing the result, and Tasty got the win. AC pretty much led the whole thing. What a line right there. Tasty was faster. I can't tell you the timing difference is, again, Tasty not triggering our timer. No, but what about Tasty? Tasty with no reading. I got 1 lap pass. Tasty. AC, if he was hot, that's interesting. We're gonna sort things out. And I mean, even on the recording, I got like rolling video on Tasty. It was not happy. So 1 overpowered, 1 underpowered in that heat, and a hole shot. It is the whole mix. I might have to contact Lifetime Scoring and get some more of those false starts or reload race credits. I have hit that button a ton. Hopefully I haven't burnt out my credits. Match number 4, getting pilots back to where they need to be. And we're going to rerun this. Looks like we're blowing on some quads as well.
Okay, I'm not getting it over here. I don't have it.
Looks like we need a moment here doing some more work here behind the scenes. So,
Are you able to join me? I can't see the live stream. Okay, now he can. And then can you bring up my review thing? Replay?
and while we have a moment here, I'm going to take you on a brief little journey of what has been the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. I don't know whose hairy hand this is right here, but they are pointing to a registration where everyone checked in. You got some great pilot swag and some amazing Northeast Whoop Championship t-shirts. That's where you got them right there. And I'm excited for those because I like the material on them. Very, very smooth. And so you've made your way to the Craftsman Inn and Suites here in Fayetteville, New York. St. Patty's Day weekend. So next stop after you've checked in is the bar. There's Jeff enjoying some green something. Looks like a margarita no ice right there, living the dream down at our bar. And of course the pre-game party. There's Borg Slayer. Welcome everybody out on the patio. That patio is going to come back here in just a few moments. But I talked about all the familiar faces. There they all are right there. Skittles, always excited to be at a Whoop Championship. This is between the two buildings. We are right behind where Skittles is standing. That is where our competition hall is. And our rooms are over on the left-hand side. This little middle spot is kind of like the meeting area where all the excitement happens. During the day and even at night, the live stream is on the screens there. And no one grabbed a photo when there were quads out there, but from sun up to sundown, that's kind of like the Whoop flying spot. My car is just off to the right-hand side there. Every vehicle coming in having to duck and cover because that seems to be the open airspace to fly Whoops here at the Craftsman Inn and Suites. Of course, inside the main room here, just outside the pilot pit area, we got the big screens. Everyone sitting front row to take in all the action of the 2025 weBLEED Whoop Championship. And, of course, we got a prize table and a raffle table. I was talking to Jeff from weBLEED FPV earlier on Friday, and something that I learned from that is he pretty much spends the entire year putting things away for the raffle and the prize table. Last year, my son, Just Jay, was second in the hobbyist division. We already saw him competing here in the pro earlier this afternoon. He got an Amazon gift card and an Amazon Alexa from the prize table. It's not just drone stuff, and we were pretty stoked to get those prizes from the prize table on the way back. Some great things to win there. Looks like we got some Orca goggles, maybe even some HD0 goggles on the table there. Making lots of memories. And, of course, we all are about, when it comes to whooping, tiny whooping, big whooping, it's all about the Polaroids. We're making all kinds of memories here at the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. There's me and Mike from GemFan in the very middle, but all the superstars of Whoop Racing commemorated on our Polaroid board as well. There's Crazy Do, there's Mo, there's Huda, Houday, and all the gang. Making those memories, 2025, weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Yeah, we are having no fun, guys. There's no fun allowed. Great time as always. This is the do-over. This is the restart, the rerun, as it were. The rerun of match number 4. All starting with zeros, looking for one hero, maybe a second. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. We are up, we're underway, and this time, everyone through that whole shot gate. This one is a race for real. Lowndes, the number 32 seed, or 16th in the field. Tasty, 25th this week. OG Dr. Love, 24th this week. And our top qualifier of our Pro Division, 17th this weekend, AC. Now, we saw Tasty get the win of the first run that we just scrubbed. AC, our top qualifiers, leading this second visit, but we're talking less than 2.6 seconds between your top 3. AC, Tasty, and OG Dr. Love is only 9/10 of a second from the transfer position. Now they're separated by about 3 seconds, and saw some bad video coming in there for AC. Our TQ going down. Not sure what happened there. So now it's down to Tasty, OG Dr. Love, and Lowndes. Your last 3 in the air. Tasty, your leader. Looking to see if Tasty can go 2 for 2. And he has one more lap to go. White flag flies for Tasty. There's OG Dr. Love getting by Lowndes. OG Dr. Love up into second. 5 seconds back from our leader. And we look to Lowndes too. Looks like AC got back into this. AC now somehow gets onto that last lap, but it's not going to be quick enough. We're already in the crash gate with Tasty. Tasty getting another win here in match number 4. 2 aces, 1 the counts, and Tasty is moving on up in our winners bracket. Second going to go to the OG Dr. Love, finishing up 4.4 seconds back behind Tasty in second. Looks like AC got back up and finished that 4th lap. He's going to finish up third, 15.6 seconds back from the transfer position. And that now leaves Lowndes in 4th. And I believe results are official in that one. So we're going to take Tasty and OG Dr. Love to match number 8. Channel change for OG Dr. Love. Going to go to race band 1 when you come back with Tasty in match number 8. And into our consolation bracket, redemption bracket, we will take AC and Lowndes. AC channel change, race band 2 for AC when you come back with Lowndes in match number 7. That was match number 4. Of course, you can always follow along those heat sheets as they update dynamically at multigp.live/WB3. Ready for match number 5. FPV Skittles, Just Jay, NOS FPV, and Bagzilla, you're up. On deck, match 6, Ugellan, Blasta, Farmer, Static, and in the hole, match number 7, Lammy, Typhus FPV, AC, and Lowndes getting sent to. Grid up, match number 5. 5 is the number that we're talking about. Thanks to our hosts here for the Northeast Whoop Championship. weBLEED FPV. New arrivals fly like royalty with the crown. FPV frame rule the skies today. They got whoops, they got frames, they got whoop gates and accessories. And don't forget the sweet hot sauce as well. weBLEEDFPV.com, your hosts of the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championships. Tiny Whoop says, nice, OG. Yes. OG making it count. Had a few issues there earlier. Well, behind the headshots are the pilots getting ready. In the foreground, the headshots for our next 4 pilots getting set to fly. This is match number 5. It is a redemption bracket, which means 3rd and 4th. Going to finish 15th and 16th, or 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, in that 13 to 16 range of our Pro Division. That's 3rd and 4th in this next matchup. Top 2, 1 and 2, 1st and 2nd, will advance to match number 9. And apparently we have some discussions behind the scenes, some video issues. maybe results aren't as official as I thought. Thank you, Dougie. There's a look at where we're at. We're in match number 5. We're in the redemption bracket right there. Yes, sir. Just Jay. Last year was the reserve champion of the hobbyist class. Skittles, NOS FPV, Bagzilla getting set to work. Last year's pros. The chance to win pro in 2025, but now in that redemption bracket, they're going to have to win all their races, first or second, to get back into the Final Four. You'd think that'd be a difficult journey. It is difficult, but we've seen it happen. One of the first times we ever ran this format was the 2017 Collegiate Drone Racing Championship. Envy Astro won it. Coming out of this match right here, match number 5. Will Skittles, Just Jay, NOS FPV, Bagzilla be our pro class champ? Well, we'll find out right now. We're about to go green. Pilots, arm your quadcopters. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Underway. We all hold our breaths to that point right there. That's looked like that was LB1. I guess we'll play back. We got thumbs up right now. We think everything's good. We'll run like it's real. It most likely is. We'll let the tail of the tape figure things out after that. Your leader after 1, Just Jay. Bagzilla, 0.8 of a second back in the number 2 spot. Skittles trying to catch up. And it looks like NOS FPV having issues. We'll see if we can get him back in the thick of things. Skittles is 9.4 seconds away from the elimination line. They still have like 2.5 laps to go. This one is early. NOS FPV gets onto lap 2 as we take Just Jay and Bagzilla onto lap 3. 2 to go for Just Jay, 2 to go for Bagzilla. They are sitting all right, but here comes Skittles now onto that lead lap, 10.7 seconds back from the transfer. White flag flying for Just Jay. He gets onto lap number 4. Last lap he'll need to do, and of course, if he's 1 or 2, he will stay alive here in the pro class. From hobbyist a year ago to pro and working his way maybe into our Final Four. There's an announcer jinx. He crashes. Skittles getting by Bagzilla as they now get onto this lead lap. Just Jay had a 15-second lead, so even with the mistake, he will get across the line with enough time. Just Jay with the win to stay alive. Now we look to Skittles and Bagzilla. Bagzilla with issues. Here comes Skittles. Skittles is going to stay alive, second in match number 5. NOS FPV finishing up 2.4 seconds back behind him in 3rd, and Bagzilla is in 4th. And they tell me results are unofficial on this one. We are going to have to go back to the tape. We have a potential hole shot that we need to take a look at here. Instead of being fancy, I'm just going to pull it up the quick way. But this guy's sideways too, though. Both of them are there. Look. No, but they hit each other. One hits the gate and hits the other, right? Let's use a fancy review machine. We're gonna use the fancy replay machine here. Let's we're taking a look at this review here. It's on all the screens. We're looking at NOS FPV and Skittles on a hole shot. As you can tell, they're almost on top of each other right now. Just Jay threw our hole shot. Bagzilla threw her hole shot. Now let's watch Skittles just ahead of NOS FPV. Do you see? Look on NOS. What do you see there?
I
You see Skittles. No, he hasn't hit the gate yet. Do I have to tell you what you see? No one, he hasn't hit a gate yet. That's Skittles. That's Skittles. That's Skittles in Nos's view. Okay? He hasn't, no one's hit a gate yet. Okay? That's, see Skittles? That's a hit. And do you see what's in front of them? The whole shot gate. Do you want to see the definition? That's a definition. Now it depends. It depends on. It depends. This. Hold on. Hey, hold on. It depends on. Is it the face of that gate?
That's not even the whole shot gate. The top of the ladder is. So they're way before it. So it's definitely got to be a whole shot.
That one is going to be rerun. Results are scrubbed. So I was a little confused there because we were talking about what's the whole shot gate. It's the top of the triple. Why are we talking about this cube? We have to go. They have to go through the top of this cube and then to the top of the triple. We did say top of triple. And so we will rerun that one. So let me purchase a few more lifetime refresh the race credits. Match number 5, the do-over. I mean, I don't even know why we use the fancy review. The rerun of match number 5. Regardless of what happens, there's no reruns unless we're talking E-Doc. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. We are underway and holding our breath. And it is a clean start for our entire field. Now, I think, you know, you're already in the redemption bracket. That gives you one extra pack over everyone if you make it to the final. But now you just got an extra one, extra pressure. And I don't know what happened, but now everyone is flying clean. Your leader, Just Jay, after 1. Then 2 seconds back, Nos FPV in second. Then we drop just under 2 seconds to Skittles in third. Then 2 seconds back from him, Bagzilla. 6 seconds, first to second to third to fourth. It is tight after 1. Now we're halfway through. 2 down for Just Jay, 2 to go. Nos at the midway point, 2 to go. Running second, 3.8 seconds from our leader. Now Skittles in third, 3.5 seconds back. Bagzilla, 2.7 seconds. So about what we saw after lap 1. Now after lap 2, it's still about the same gap and separation. White flag flying, 1 more to go for Just Jay on lap number 4. Here comes Nos FPV. He gets onto that final lap, still running second. On board with Skittles, he gets onto that lead lap. He's 4 seconds back for the transfer position, and Bagzilla is less than 5 seconds away from the top 2. The bell rings and Just Jay does it again. This time it'll be legit, and it's a win of match number 5 for Just Jay. Last year's reserve hobbyist champion is right in the thick of things here in pro. Nos FPV pulling up second, 9.8 seconds behind our leader and about 4 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. And so that's where the journey ends here this afternoon for FPV Skittles, 3.7 seconds out of the transfer position. That's going to put him in 13th or 14th overall, and Bagzilla 4th in the match. That's going to put him 15th or 16th overall. And that finally concludes match number 5. That one is done, yes. I feel like we're running Velocidrone races. Every round is chase the ace. We just keep running it. So we are going to bump Just Jay and Nos FPV to match number 9. No channel changes. No channel changes. Just Jay and NOS FPV match number 9. No channel changes. We just finished up match number 5. So you see below us, that's in the redemption bracket. If you're following NOS FPV or Just Jay, if they're first or second in their next race, match 9, they go to match 12. If they're first or second in that, they will come back into our winners bracket. Semi-final, the consolation bracket. Either way you look at it, match number 13, where the top 2 of that advance to our final 4. Picking things up here in our winners bracket, we're at match number 6 with Ugelin, Blasta, Farmers, and Static. Top 2 in this one advance to the semi-final, the winners brackets. On what?
Is that the only match? Okay.
Winners bracket race. Last year's reigning champions, Static from Vermont, Farmers from Ontario, Canada, Blasta from New York, and Ugelin from Jersey. Good luck, pilots. Winners bracket, top 2. Winners bracket bound. The semifinal. Bottom 2 in the redemption bracket. No tears as of yet. Good luck. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Off to the races we go. With bated breath, we get through it. Everything's clean right there. First victim to the ground is going to be Blasta, so he's going to be the king of recovery. Ugelin was your leader. He just went down, and that brings up our reigning champ back to number 1. Oh, no, it's going to be Farmers getting by Static. Farmers leading after 1. Now Static up into 2nd. It doesn't matter. 1st or 2nd is what we need to be until we get to the final 4. Now Farmers, 2 down, 2 to go. Blasta has recovered, but he is a lap back. Ugelin has recovered, but he's a lap back. Farmers and Static are working on lap number 3 here at the moment. Can Blasta find a gear and Static or Farmers to go to that semifinal, the winners bracket? Right now he's 9 seconds back. White flag flies for Farmers FPV. He gets onto his 4th and final lap. Here comes Static onto his final lap as well. 6.5 seconds back from our leader, but he has about 9 or 10 seconds over the rest of the field, and that is where he wants to be. 1st or 2nd, 1 or 2 to get through to the end. There is a win for Farmers FPV. Moving on up to the semifinal, the winners bracket. Issues for Static and Static crashing inside the crash gate. He crashed where you're supposed to crash to give himself 2nd. Ugelin crashed at the exact same time, so when you see that, it kind of looks like a mid-air, but no, everything's chill. It's going to be 3rd place for Blasta, missing that transfer position by 12 seconds, and 4th going to go to Ugelin. Issues for him, but not the worst. We have a winner's bracket and a redemption bracket situation here for the entire field. So we will take Farmers and Static to the semifinal of the winner's bracket. No channel changes.
Thank you. I appreciate it all.
As long as I know Chainsaw's going to race 8, we'll figure out what's wrong with that bracket and go over there later. Farmers is saying they had the crash gate before him? What? That's what he said. Who's he? Farmers. Farmers is under review. Okay, so I got a 27, 20, 16, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. I split, I joined his 2 teams. So let's blast this out. No review here. There's no other review on that? Okay.
And so, yeah, things got a little crazy there. I was watching a race that put, not a race. I was watching a couple of pilots there, and all of a sudden Farmers took the lead. You can play it back later. You hear my surprise, like, what happened to Farmers? What happened is he got 2 missed
wrong with the
reads.
push to that bracket.
You got 2 laps.
Chainsaw definitely.
Finding peace in this prison never seemed so hard before. What am I searching for? Just a touch of the feeling the rush of 2 hearts beating. Why am I left dancing in the rain again, singing my sorrows for what I can't seem to get? Just some place where I belong. And don't take this from me. I've been fading away. Memories are turning to gray. But every step that I take, the closer I get to finding there's more to me than what these eyes have seen. It's within my reach, and I'll take it all. I am weathered and broken and weary, but I'm not throwing it all away for something that only fades. Been through the battle, been through the war, but I still can't find what I'm searching for. Just some place where I belong.
Third. Ugellan was 4-4. Yeah. So looks like we did something official, then went unofficial, then official again. I updated my Google Sheet, but I did not update live time. So match number 7 should have Lambie in it, right? So Lambie, you are up now in match 7. You should be on race band 1. And I switched him with Chainsaw. Chainsaw should be in race 8, match 8. And I got a channel change for Chainsaw. You're going to go to race band 8. So I believe that was on me. We had a review. We went official, then we re-reviewed. I made the change to the Google Sheets, but because I'd already hit save on live time and it moved people everywhere, I didn't update the scoring sheet. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. And so once we get everyone on the right channel, we're going to go to match number 7, consolation bracket. Lambie, race band 1. AC, race band 2. Typhus, race band 6. Lowndes, race band 8. That is up now. On deck will be Jay, race band 2. Tasty, race band 6. OG Dr. Love, race band 1. Chainsaw FPV, race band 8. Then in the hole, just Jay, Nos FPV, Ugellan, and Farmers. Ugellan and Farmers with those channel changes. Ugellan race band 8, Farmers race band 2. Static and Blaster, you're in the semifinal of the winner's bracket. No channel changes. Race band 1 and 2. Now we're good. Have you corrected over on your side? Clear as mud. I don't know what happened. When I woke up this morning, I thought hobbyist class was going to be the one to make me go cross-eyed. I did not think it was going to be pro. When we get to this point of the program, we're supposed to be on autopilot. We're doing DVR reviews. We're doing calculations. We're doing hand timing. I love it. We're in the trenches. If it was easy, anybody would do it. Match number 7. The heat sheets, I don't know if they updated after my most recent change. I think that's summarized best by Robert Mueller. Yep. We're so stoked to have you with us on the MultiGP YouTube channel, along with the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel as well. Lots of racing to go over the course of the day here on Championship Sunday, the 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. We're at about the midway point, just short of the midway point of our pro class, qualifiers 17 through 32. Tonight, 6 o'clock, just under 90 minutes from now, it'll be our elite top 16. Gonna be a good time. Then, it's a great time now. Fun. So everyone was kind of freaking out over the chainsaw thing, and rightly so, right? Like, we essentially had bumped him into the redemption bracket, and he shouldn't have been. And I understand the frustration. We've now fixed it. But think about it. It's like in football, when they add a couple extra seconds on the clock, even the NFL has to make an adjustment sometime, okay? And I already explained, it was a couple of clicks I forgot to do. It's my bad. I'm sorry. Chainsaw with peace and love. And it wasn't even Chainsaw. It was all Chainsaw's fans. And we love the Chainsaw fans, but that is like worse than the Philadelphia Eagle fans. Like, I might need security to get out of this building now. It was a mistake. We fixed it. I'm sorry. Peace and love. All right, this is match number 7. We're going green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. We are underway. This is match number 7. Top 2 advancing further in the redemption bracket. Second and third are solid. Third and fourth in that 13 to 16 range when it's all said and done. And Lammy with issues. He's trying to get back up again. Looks like AC is on fire. You're one well out in front. And AC is your top qualifier. Finds himself here in the redemption bracket and on his lid as well. At one point, the only one flying is Typhus. Was the only one in the air. Right now, Typhus is the only one flying. Now Lammy back up. AC is on lap number 2 and now back underway. Typhus is on lap number 2 and just flying his own race. AC now has 2 laps down onto lap 3, so at the midway point. Lowndes has a lap in. So your leader once again is AC. There's Lammy. Just went behind me, I think. Oh my gosh. What? Now you know how I feel. Like everything is just off the rails right now. AC is about to go on to his, there's the announcer Jinx, holy. Lowndes is on the lead lap. Now AC gets on to his 3rd and final lap. So Lowndes, or 4th and final lap. Yes, he's done 3. He's on to 4. Thank you for the correction, Borg Slayer. Now Lowndes, Typhus, and Lammy are all on lap 3. They have 2 to go. And remember at pilot briefing, finish your 4 laps. It's for those finished positions. And this could be a nail biter for that second transfer position. We are across the line with AC. Your TQ lives on. AC with the win of match number 7. And now, and unofficial as well. Why not? Let's do a few more reviews. Now we're on lap 4 with Lowndes, lap 4 with Typhus. Lammy about to get onto lap 4. There he goes. So 1 to go for the remaining 3. Who's going to get to that crash gate first? It was looking like it was going to be Lowndes, but Lowndes just crashed again. Lowndes is looking for the start-finish gate. It looks like Lowndes might not be able to get back up again. Lammy with issues. Look at Typhus, guys. Typhus is about to pull up second in this thing. Typhus, did he get on the crash gate? He did. Typhus saves it. Results are unofficial, guys, but Typhus, patience and perseverance paying off for him. So that looks like Lowndes. Did Lowndes ever get through? No, he didn't. So that would be Lammy third. Lammy third, Lowndes fourth. But results are unofficial. That one, too, is under review.
What about him? Second lap dive. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. So here's the thing. So there's two ways that I can play it. I can play it in the browser. We don't have the fancy controls. I can hit those 4 clicks, and then we can play it with the fancy player, which I'm doing. We can send it to Dougie. Review, Dougie. So his second lap? I believe so.
So we have a review here on AC. It sounds like lap number 2, what we're going to be looking at. This is lap number 2.
You want to show the review?
Just give us a moment. We have a DVR review on this last mess. We're right now watching AC. Question is, does he go through this dive? And then how does he exit it? There's a lot that is under play here. So is this into the dive? I believe that's into the dive as you're looking at the inside of the brace. You're looking at a 90, right? I'm going to go real time. So he goes into the dive. Now what's the next question? How does he leave? Oh. Well, he did it the first time. Why does he need to do it a second time? He has to exit the front. He sent himself to exit the front. Good call. Thank you, Jace. So he's got to go out there. Out there. Breaks a plane. Right? That's in.
Hold on a second. We can get the angle because he's looking right at us. Okay, so that's us, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm standing up. So that would be on this side of
Well, he's looking up inside it. Would you agree? Oh, that's looking through it. Oh boy. Okay. And after a review of the tape, results are official. AC, 2 lucky breaks, 1 dive cube. And so we take AC and Typhus FPV to match number 10. No channel changes. And so journey coming to an end for Lammy and Lowndes. Lammy in that 13-14 range of pro. And Lowndes in that 15 to 16 range of pro. Yeah, it's not bad. We're at match number 8. OG Dr. Love, Tasty, Jay, and fans, you wanted it. He is there. Chainsaw FPV. After his win in match number 3. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5.
But when they're gridded up, they're great. As soon as he took off.
Well, lap 1 done for Jay. OG Dr. Love, they're right on top of each other. Jay onto lap number 3. OG Dr. Love now 2.7 seconds back onto lap number 3. And there's Tasty onto lap number 3. Issues for Chainsaw. He was complaining about some video issues, and to us it looked great on the launch stands. Then he took off, and what you see is what he sees. He is not having a good time with that video as well, and definitely some sort of a disconnected antenna of sorts, as the timer not seeing him either. So your ground station, your timer, your pilot, there's something to diagnose there. This is a winner's bracket race, not the worst. And we're going to take Jay to the semifinal of the winner's bracket. And joining him, OG Dr. Love in second. Now we drop 3.4 seconds back to Tasty. Tasty going to go down into the redemption bracket, as will Chainsaw. They're back in match number 10. Jay and OG Dr. Love moving up in our winner's bracket. Channel changes for everyone other than Tasty. Jay going to go to race band 6. OG Dr. Love to race band 8 when you guys come back in the semifinal, the winner's bracket, match number 11. Tasty is good without a channel change, but Chainsaw to race band 1 when you come back with Tasty to match number 10. And again, you can follow those heat sheets as they update dynamically, and they should all be correct now at multigp.live/WB3. That was match 8. We've already moved up. Look at that semifinal, the winner's bracket. Farmers, Static, Jay, OG Dr. Love. That's going to be a good one. As we prepare for match number 9, little discussion here happening behind the scenes. Right now it's 69 degrees outside. For those north of the 49th parallel, it's 21 degrees outside. Looked like rain. It's just overcast, but we have a storm cell moving in. We're expecting some crazy weather outside. We are in a very strong structure, so we're not too worried about that here. But for those watching our live stream broadcast, we may have some connectivity issues a little bit later on. I'm not sure. But just a heads up, we may be experiencing some rougher weather here in Western New York. We're about, what do you say, 2 hours from Buffalo on 90? Yeah, about that. Buffalo, 90 is the interstate. It goes directly west-east to Buffalo, yep. We're about 2 hours directly east. Then 90 goes to Buffalo, and then it goes down under the lake down to Erie, Pennsylvania. So we're under the big lake, Lake Ontario. Wonder how long we're going to call it that. Is it going to get a new name too? Is it going to become Lake New York? Not on these guys' watch. We got 2 Canadians here in match number 9. From just across that 49th parallel, Grimsby brings us Farmers. And Flesherton, Ontario, Canada brings us Just Jay. From Massachusetts, we got NOS FPV, and from New Jersey, UGELEN. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Up and at him we go. Whole shot going to go to Just Jay on this one. This is a tight race right here. Just Jay trying to pull away a little bit. NOS FPV, Farmers, UGELEN not too far behind him. A little crash right there. Critical crash for Just Jay. He's back up. He still has lap traffic in front of him. UGELEN going down. So right now, Farmers and NOS FPV sitting 1 and 2. And Just Jay catching up to him. Now, Just Jay up into second behind Farmers. But less than 2 seconds separating all 4 pilots after 1 lap down. Of course, it's a 4-lap race. Anything can happen. More issues for Just Jay, more issues for NOS. And now Farmers back in the lead. UGELEN, 1.3 seconds back in second. 2 laps down, 2 to go. Just Jay, 4.6 seconds away from the transfer position in third. And now issues for second, UGELEN. He gets back up with a recovery. Just Jay with a little bit of recovery. That's breathing room for Farmers. White flag flying for Farmers. He's on his final lap. UGELEN still in second. 2.9 seconds away from our leader. There's Just Jay, 3.8 seconds back in third here on the final lap. And don't count out NOS. NOS is trying to get it going as well. Just Jay with another issue. There's a ringer dinger for Farmers. Farmers getting the win of match number 9. Then we look 3.4 seconds back. UGELEN across the line in second. Now we get set to bring NOS FPV home. NOS across the line in third. And then Just Jay in fourth. So we got a journey coming to an end for NOS FPV. Going to finish in that 9th or 10th overall in pro. And Just Jay going to finish in that 11th or 12th overall in pro, which is a big finish for him. Last year's reserve champ of hobbyists skips the sport and finishes top 12 in pro here this afternoon. Farmers and UGELEN get charging. We're going to do some more racing with you. We'll take Farmers and UGELEN to match number 12. No channel changes to worry about. No channel changes. Match 10, another redemption bracket. Phone's blowing up right now. Just Mo in the YouTube chat says, go Farmers. Yeah, Farmers having a big run. You'll notice this replay versus the last one. I wasn't surprised when he took the lead. He was running a hot. Yes, sir. Moments ago, Seeker, you're telling me that we were getting behind on time. Now you come by and give us props. I like it. You're a great cheerleader. What was our big chant earlier? Was that for Blasta? That was for Blasta. Place is going to go nuts here in the on-deck circle. We're at match 10. On deck will be 11 with Static, Blasta, J, and OG Dr. Love. We're at match 10 with your Tom qualifier, AC, Typhus FPV, Tasty, and Chainsaw FPV. Oof. This one is our low-powered heat. Match 10. I have AC, Typhus, Tasty, Chainsaw. Okay, that's what you have. That's what Lifetime has. And did I hit some wrong buttons? Yeah, this is AC Lounge Tasty Chainsaw. Isn't that what I said? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It is now. Lifetime. My lifetime button pushing was correct. My Google Sheet button pushing was incorrect. Too many buttons. Not enough buttons, to be honest. Okay, Lounge says he's eliminated, so maybe the live time is wrong, and Dougie updated off that. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Control Shift Z. So maybe the Google Sheet's right and the live time's wrong again? Is that what we think? It should be AC Typhus Tasty Chainsaw. That sounds right, right? So it's my Lounge is my issue. It should be Typhus instead of Lounge on live time, right? That's no problem. Yeah. That was one of our... oh, you know what? I bet you it's the same heat. And I only fixed half of them. What am I, new? Who do I want to bring in here? Typhus. Yep. Thank you, Paul. Do you want me to make some more mistakes? You can figure them out? Yeah. Good job, Paul. Paul jumping on them grenades. AC Tasty Chainsaw Typhus. Match number 10. I just dragged him in, so it should be good. I just changed live time. I took out Lounge and I put in Typhus in this race, match 10. Okay, I see. I know what your question is. Let me answer your question. Match number 7. So match number 7 should have been AC first, Typhus second, Lambie third, Lounge fourth. That's what you should have had, and now you should match. Yeah, you can power them up. Now you match, right, Doug? Yeah. We're on race 10. Do you see 10, 11, 12 in front of you? Yeah. So you got 10. I'm going to give you 11 and 12. I'm sure you match. 11 is going to be Static, Blasta, J, OG Dr. Love. 12 is Farmers and Ugellan. That's what you have? All right, we're good. We've just done so many corrections. And but it's good. We want to make sure that the right person is crowned champion. Your finished position is how you performed. We're going to a backup quad. It's all good. Yes, guy. Who has more fun than us? Nobody. Wow. Doug, I don't know if you can take my replay screen. It's just my desktop. Yeah. It's just my desktop. There you go. This was in our chat. Someone has a fancy weather app. Just to the west of where we are. We stopped in Syracuse for fuel about 30 minutes out from where we are. 77.5 mile-an-hour winds. That is a storm cell moving in. It's all good. I don't think we're going to be whooping outside very much today, guys. Think that after. I think we brought in the TV just to be safe. Let me hit a couple more buttons here. It's a gorgeous spot out there where everyone is hanging out. Let's go to the... Yeah, that's the outside spot where everyone's whooping. I don't think everyone's going to be whooping out there anymore. That's going to be a whoop-free zone in a little bit, I'm sure. I'm fantastic, Paul. Thanks for asking. Match number 10. Pallets are about... Oh, looks like we might be going to another backup quad. I was getting video. I don't know if that helps. Equity says that weBLEED starting block is fire. Yeah, it is. How about all those LED line gates to go with it? You can get yours at weBLEEDFPV.com, our hosts of the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. It's just rain? Is that what you said? It's just rain. It's 77.5 miles an hour. Did you not watch Twister? Or Twister, the second Twister? Okay. Yeah, nice. Oh, yeah. Watch the fireworks.
Oh. Joe, the only Twister I will recognize is one with Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a second Twister, bro?
Yeah, the new one that just came out. It's on Netflix now. It's actually not bad.
It's irrelevant in my mind.
It's the same basic movie, except they made it more current. So, because remember the original Helen Hunt team, there was like the team with more money.
Yeah.
But in the present, the enemy is the team that has sponsors and a YouTube channel.
And cell phones.
And cell phones, yeah.
You remember in the original where they had to go to a payphone?
But dude, it was late at night when I watched it, but I don't really remember too much of it. But there's a drone pilot in the new version. She flies a drone, and then she lost it. It was a fixed wing. She's like, I lost the drone. I lost the drone.
She flew it into the tornado.
It was, of course, near the end of the movie, right? It was the big one. It was, she lost the drone.
Now I'm sad. Now I definitely don't want to watch it.
Yeah. Dante's Peak. Oh, good movies.
Can I get a 1993 cliffhanger in there?
Cliffhanger's good, but they haven't remade Dante's Peak, right? I don't think so. They've remade just about everything. Like, I grew up, we watched Full House. Now they're watching Fuller House.
I watched one episode of that, Joe. I couldn't.
Which one?
Fuller House.
The Full, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I watched two. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we did a drone race in California, and where's Full House? San Francisco. So we were just outside of San Francisco, and we had time to kill before our plane, so we drove to the actual Full House house.
You drove to the Full House house?
Yeah.
It's still there?
It is still there.
Still stuck between the other two houses?
And I'm sure it's expensive, but they got cheap little signs saying, please don't come up and knock on the door of our house.
All right, we're going hot.
Because AJ and was it Blossom, Switch, Stitch, Five? I think Five was one of the girls' names. They're not there. The Olsen twins do not live there.
So
Michelle.
basically, don't knock on the door and ask if Cameron is there.
That's the one.
Or Candace Cameron, I should say, yes.
Yeah. She's not there. We're going green. This is match number 10, if you can believe it. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. We're getting updates from the YouTube chat. We're going to have to go to that. Exciting news over there. I can't wait to get back into it. But we're racing. I forgot that's the reason we're here. And we are on lap number 2 with your TQ AC. Tasty and Chainsaw right behind him, 2.5 seconds, separating our top 3 here at the moment. And we're about to get onto that lead lap with Typhus FPV, chasing down our top qualifier here on lap number 2. About to Going to lap number 3 in just a moment. There he is, on to lap number 3. 2 down, 2 to go for AC. Now we bring across Tasty and Chainsaw. Battle for second, third between Tasty and Chainsaw. Tasty with the slight advantage over Chainsaw, but not by much. You can see Tasty in Chainsaw's FPV view. All right, and that's going to be in the past. You could. Chainsaw with a little bit of a bobble, but he's back up in a hurry. That is a good recovery there, but we got breathing room. White flag flying. AC is about halfway done. Lap number 4, the final lap. Tasty is about 6.5 seconds behind him. And Chainsaw 4 seconds out of the top 2. This is an elimination bracket race. Top 2 is what you need to be. And AC and Tasty finishing up 0.8 of a second apart at the line, 1 and 2 to advance to match number 12. They say it was a clean run. That's going to give third to Chainsaw, fourth to Typhus FPV. And so that is going to put Chainsaw in that 9 to 10 range. That is going to put Typhus in that 11 to 12 range of pro. And so I think I can figure that out. That is going to put, after our last 2 rounds, that is going to put Typhus in 12th in pro. That is going to put just Jay 11th in pro. 10th is going to go to Chainsaw, 11th to NOS FPV. As we finish up that round of the redemption round, setting the stage for the semifinal of the winner's bracket coming up next. Match number 10 done, taking AC and Tasty to match number 12. Channel change for AC, moving to race band 1 when you come back with Tasty in match number 12. Again, AC going to race band 1. You can follow those heat sheets as they update dynamically. multigp.live/WB2. An update coming in on the YouTube chat from Shames of Heart of America. We're going to see him next week at the Mayhem team race. Says Nub was in the new Twister movie. Nub was one of our OGs of drone racing for the longest time. Hit the podium at the Sebring drone race. I think he was top 5 at the Sebring drone race. Say good evening to T-Bone FPV joining us. Welcome back to Props Off, who's been with us all day long. Started this morning just after 9 a.m. with our hobbyist division, qualifiers 49 to 60. Then around lunchtime, kicking off our sport class division, qualifiers 33 to 48. We're now just past the midway point of our pro division, 17 through 32. Setting the stage for our elite top 16. Should be coming up at about the top of the hour from where we sit right now. It is 5:05 p.m. here in the Eastern Time Zone in Fayetteville, New York. Waiting the big storm outside as we're batting down the hatches. The storm is coming inside. Semi-final of the winner's bracket of a pro division. The 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. OG Dr. Love, Jay, Blasta, and Static. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. All 4 up and underway, and it is a clean start for all 4. This one is for real. Top 2 going to our final 4 for Chase Yates. Bottom 2 into our redemption bracket. A couple issues there for Jay, dropping down to the number 4 spot. Looks like OG Dr. Love, your early leader. He's followed by Static onto lap 2. 1 down, 3 to go. Blasta, 1.9 seconds from the transfer position. And Jay back into this. He is only about 4 seconds away from the top 2 with 3 laps to go. Continuing to chase OG Dr. Love as he now goes on to lap 3. 2 down, 2 to go. Static still 0.9 of a second behind him. And Blasta still within striking distance. And Jay has caught up in a big way as well. Less than 5 seconds separating the 4 pilots. 2 positions to our finale of pro ahead of elite here this afternoon. And issues again for Jay. OG Dr. Love, white flag, flies for him. Static now still within that 0.9 of a second to a second range behind him. And Blasta now 4.6 seconds back from the guaranteed lock into our final 4. Jay gets onto the final lap as well. So all 4 on lap 4, and now we're shutting it down. OG Dr. Love with the win. Second gonna go to Static. Third gonna go to Blasta. Blasta tried to go full send at the end to see if he can make a pass between the timing gate and the crash gate, and unfortunately did not work out for him. And so we're gonna take Blasta and Jay to match number 13. No channel changes. And OG Dr. Love and Static, congratulations. You made it to the Final Four of Pro. Match number 14, and no channel changes. That was match 11. 2 to go before your Final Four. 2 matches to go. We are down to your final 8. Coming up, match 12. 3rd and 4th in this next one. Going to finish up 7th and 8th. Top 2 advancing to a back-to-back situation. Semifinal of the redemption bracket versus Blasta and Jay. For the top 2 in that, we'll be visiting with OG Dr. Love and Static. This is the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. We're inside the Craftsman Inn and Suites here in Fayetteville, New York. With our great thanks to all of our great partners, our silver partners, GemFan, Hoot FPV, ViFly, and T Hobby. Our gold sponsors, Happy Model, Fractal Engineering, Radio Master. Our diamond sponsor, Beta FPV. Our platinum sponsor, Emax. And our ultimate sponsor, RNB IT Solutions. Elevate your digital capabilities at rbitsi.com. And of course, our hosts, weBLEED FPV. We fly, we strive, weBLEEDFPV.com. The great partners bringing you the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championships. Lots of love coming in the chat. Great job, OG from T-Bone. Great job, OG from B Love. Got to get me an Air OG from Equity. Tiny Whoop saying OG and Static are on the podium. Well, Colin, well, I get guaranteed top 4 podium, yes. We're going to start this race here in 20 seconds. All right, pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Up and at 'em. Match number 12. Deciding who's 7th and 8th and who has more racing to do here this afternoon. Ugelin had the whole shot, the early lead, but he's also got another first to his credit. Your first one to crash as he's trying to turtle mode his craft, recover his craft remotely. Your leader after 1 is Farmers AC, your TQ top qualifier. 7/10 of a second behind him. He just crashed out. That brings Tasty up. Tasty is about 5 seconds behind AC. And we'll see if Tasty gets by AC. We may take out our TQ from our Final Four here this afternoon. We're at the midway point as Farmers, Tasty, AC. Tasty's still ahead of AC. Now has gotten ahead of AC by 6/10 of a second. That's a battle for second behind Farmers. Farmers is 5 seconds to the good. Farmers now on his final lap, 1 to go. Let's watch this battle here for second between AC and Tasty. AC has now gotten ahead of Tasty, but they're separated by 1/10 of a second, less than a gate. AC goes behind the banners. Now Tasty behind those banners. We're going to the center now. A big mistake for AC. Now Tasty to lead. Now AC pulls ahead of Tasty as Tasty goes on his lid. Farmers is in the crash gate. Tasty is on his lid, still trying to recover his craft. And so AC recovers and redeems himself. AC pulls up second. He and Farmers are now racing back-to-back semifinal of the Redemption bracket. Third in the heat, 7th overall to Tasty, and 4th in the match, 8th overall to Ugellan. That's where their journey comes to an end. Yeah, they appreciate it right there. That drone racing camaraderie, as it were. So we have a back-to-back situation here for Farmers and AC. They are going to race in this next heat, which is match number 13. Channel change for Farmers, race band 8. Farmers, race band 8. AC, you are good, still on race band 1. We'll get that channel change. New lipos in for Farmers and AC. They'll match up with Blasta and Jay. We're at match number 13, bottom right of the screen. The top 2 in this next match go to the final 4 for a Chase the Ace battle versus OG Dr. Love and Static to round out our later part of the afternoon. Our Pro Class finale, the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Web Championship, ahead of our Elite Top 16 at the top of the hour, give or take. Yes, sir. There's a look at our qualifying of Pro Class. So let's take a look. AC is up in this. He's still in it. Static is in the final 4. So third in qualifying, just Jay has been eliminated. I think I figured it out as 11th. Next in line, Chainsaw eliminated. Jay in this next one. So Jay, 5th in qualifying, he's still in. Blasta, still in. In fact, he's in this next heat as well. Farmers is in this heat as well. OG Dr. Love is in your final as well. So your top 8, well represented now, as we're down to 6 pilots remaining. 2 of these next 4 are going to our final 4. Farmers, AC, Blasta, and Jay. We're about to go green. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quadcopters. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Semi-final, the Redemption bracket. Issues again for Jay, but he's made it this far, putting that extra pressure on himself, coming from the back of the pack. Looks like issues for Blaster, who was running 2nd right now. AC, your leader. Farmers running 2nd. Now Blasta and Jay trying to catch up to the pack. Farmers and AC now on to lap number 2, separated by 2 seconds. They got a 4-second lead over the rest of the field. Jay and Blasta right together, side by side, 3rd and 4th, trying to push themselves up to the front. 4-lap races here in our Pro Division, so anything can happen. A lot to be decided. Now a switch up at our lead. AC now into the number 1 spot. Farmers dropping back into 2nd. They are still 4 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Jay gets on to lap 3, and we're going to get Blasta onto lap 3 here in a moment as well. And so, white flag flies now for AC. White flag for Farmers. So they are now working on their 4th and final lap. The only one who could switch up their Dance with Destiny here is going to be Jay, as he's trying to catch up to our field. Looks like issues for Blasta. It's already clapping going on. AC is now back in the final 4. Your top qualifier goes into the Redemption bracket early and finds himself back in the final 4. That is dangerous. That gave him 1 more pack over the rest of the field in our final 4. Second in match number 13, the semifinal of the Redemption bracket. Going to go to Farmers. Going to go in a back-to-back situation. So results are unofficial, they tell me. I got Jay in 3rd. I got Blasta in 4th. And I haven't hit save yet, as results are under review. Not sure what we're looking for as of yet, but we will find out. You think Jay got 2nd? Well, there's 2 things to look at. Scoring didn't see Jay's 4th lap.
I thought.
And Farmers is under review as well. So what do you want to... So you want to see Farmers lap 4 is the first thing that we're going to look at? The judges, this is lap 4, yeah. All right, Dougie, if you want to show it, you can. If you don't, it's up to you. We are just, first we're taking a look at Farmers here. This should be lap 4. Do you want to see it again? So we think Farmers is good. And now the question was, who got... You don't know when? You want to watch the whole thing again? You want to watch the last lap again for everybody? 3rd lap?
I know Farmer's 4th lap is clean. They said lap 4.
Okay, this is his 3rd lap. This would be his 3rd lap, right? Okay, so this is his 3rd lap. We all get to watch it together. So results are official. We're just going to show you the finish order here on the screen one more time. So first to finish up is going to be AC in the top left. AC first. Then it is going to be Farmers second. And then J third. That is a close finish right there. Yeah. So AC first, Farmers second, J third, Blasta fourth. That's what I have here in front of me. And so that is going to put 6th overall in Pro to Blasta and 5th overall in Pro to Jay. And your final 4 is now set. OG Dr. Love and Static, AC and Farmers chase the ace. Channel changes to worry about AC and Farmers. AC to race band 2, Farmers to race band 6. AC, race band 2, Farmers, race band 6. We set the stage here for our grand finale of Pro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my man Joe is going to take a quick break here. I just want to give a shout out to Mr. weBLEED, Jeff Grabowski. He's about to do some raffle stuff at the end of Pro Class. So between Pro Class and Elite Class, make sure you see Jeff for raffle tickets. All right, looking at things so far, we have set up our race number 14, also known as the championship round here, the Chase the Ace. And we've got OG Dr. Love, Static, AC, and Farmers, which honestly, based on all their timing so far, should be an amazing matchup here. All of these guys separated by microseconds here in the pro class. And, you know, I call this pro class kind of like the new elite, right? As we bring on the robot class next, I think we need to rename our stuff. You know, honestly, if we saw a shift of probably 12 pilots being pushed down. It's honestly been unreal this year to see the, you know, the talent that has risen up here. And some of the people that were in lower classes that have honestly blasted their way up 2, sometimes 3 classes at the first couple of big national level races here. So let's take a look as we set things up. And I am just going to take a quick look at AC as well on that last one, just do a lap count. All right. Joe's coming right back, Paul. Why don't you, you know, hang tight for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Atkins, my amazing race director here today, who has done a stellar job all weekend long. And here comes Joe, ready to do the finals. Paul's ready.
Thank you, Borg Slayer. Ryan Shoeface wants to know if he can win Jace in the raffle. We should have done one of those, what do they call them, Chinese auctions, where you buy the number of tickets, you put it in the jar for the prize that you want. Put Jace on the table. Sure, we'll get 2 or 3 tickets sold. Yes. There's Nick RO19. I was talking about him when I was talking about the Canadian whoop scene, where there are 5 different chapters from across Ontario that all get together and host a race in each of their regions and rotate around. Nick RO, one of the guys, he's the guy right now in Canada for live streaming, race directing. He has all the gear. He comes in with the timing, the live streaming, the sound system. Cheering on his buddy Farmers from Niagara FPV, the chapter organizer there. Of course, shout out to Kimbo from Rat Race FPV, the guys from Wasaga and Kitchener. Great scene going across north of the line. A bunch of their pilots here. We're going to see a few in Elite a little later on. It is Chase the Ace round number 1. We run these final 4 pilots again and again until someone gets 2 aces, and then maybe a few more times after that. Let's see how it plays out. They're ready to go green. Chase the Ace round number 1. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Everyone holding their breath and a great start, all 4 through, and now we see who wins the first ace. Is it going to be our top qualifier, AC from Maryland, making the trip down? Here's the top qualifier going in the pro division. He's your leader after 1. Our entire field separated by 0.8 of a second, and your leader goes down. OG Dr. Love going down as well. That's going to put Static and Farmers up in a push at the front. It is going to be Static just ahead of Farmers, and go on board with Farmers. You see Static right in front of them. It's all about the wins right now. 0.6 of a second. Static over Farmers on to lap number 3. Your TQ AC running third, 3.3 seconds back from the Static and Farmers show. And OG Dr. Love catching up as well. 6 seconds back from our leaders as we get set to wave a white flag here for Static, leading on to lap number 4 and looking for Farmers. Oh no, Farmers back a position. AC now up into second. And right now, Static with a 2.5 second lead over the rest of the field. He's at the midway point over those banners, up and over to our football section, through the uprights to the crash gate. And your first ace to chase gonna be Static. AC finishes up second, 0.3 of a second back in the number 2 spot. Third gonna go to Farmers, and 4th to OG Dr. Love. Why do we love Chase the Ace? Because we get to run them again. We will run them repeatedly until someone gets 2 wins. Three tenths of a second, Static over AC. Well, 0.3 of a second is pretty much the difference of the start finish gate to the crash gate. As I look here behind the scenes, do you want to replay them? Dougie, replay. As we get new batteries in, pilots here are about to fly. Results are not under review. We just wanted to show you the end of this one. End of this last one.
Yeah, this one was so close, Joe.
So we have multiple recordings. This one is the straight DVR, no overlays. Static on the left-hand side.
Yep.
And AC on the right. 0.3 of a second. You heard me talking about it there when it wasn't on the screen. What is 0.3 of a second? It is the difference between the start-finish gate and the crash gate right there.
Yep, and he's in.
0.3 of a second.
Wow.
Wabam, wabam.
You
That
know,
was wow.
we have the benefit, Joe, of slowing that down like that, but in real time, it was bam, bam. I mean, it was very close.
What are we going to see this time around? Your first ace to chase is Static, the reigning Pro Class champion of the weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. If he wins this next heat, he will be the first pilot in weBLEED Northeast Whoop history to win 2 titles back-to-back. But he's going to be challenged. AC, the TQ, was second by 0.3 of a second. Farmers is ready to strike as well. And don't forget about OG Dr. Love. He's an OG and no stranger to the pressure. The pilots are set to fly. Chase the ace, round number 2. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. And another great start, I believe. Issues for AC, he's down, and so all eyes are right now on Static. Does he get the first ever repeat win in Pro Class? Or does Farmers and OG Dr. Love make a save right now? Right now, Farmers says, yeah, it's time to put me number 1. He leads by a second. Farmers just ahead of Static. Static going to try and reel him in. You can see they're separated by just that hurdle section. Not much. Farmers ahead of Static, and OG Dr. Love is about 3 seconds back from them as we are now at the midway point. 2 laps down, 2 to go, and Static is now taking the lead over Farmers, but we're talking half a second. Not much separating them there. Static pulling away with it. If he gets this win, then we might have to do some math for those other podium positions and get ready to put him in the history books. White flag flying for Static. He has now got a little bit more of a gap between him and the rest of the field as Farmers trying to reel him in. Farmers is now 9 seconds back. Is this a victory lap for Static? He is about to go through those uprights to start finish and to the crash gate. He's your first ever 2-time Pro Class champion of the weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship in Pro Class. Second in the heat, gonna go to Farmers. Finish your laps. We may have a race off. OG Dr. Love with issues. AC is going to pull up third this time around. And we have a tie. Get batteries in. We have a tie for podium positions. So Static, your first ever champ, 2 times. The weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship, the Pro Class. OG Dr. Love trying to get something started. He's going to be with us at our podium. He's going to be 4th. And now we get set for the race-off between AC with a 2nd and a 3rd and Farmers with a 2nd and a 3rd. A 1-lap race-off to see which of those 2 pilots is 2nd and which of those is 3rd. They're already going crazy. Congrats on 2nd, Farmers. Not yet.
We're official, Joe. We are official.
He might not be 2nd. He might be 3rd. We have a race-off between AC and Farmers to decide our podium.
Joe, I got to tell you, I love a good race-off in a tornado, don't you?
Yeah, why not? Nick RO19 says, well, at least a guaranteed podium for both. Yeah, all 4 guaranteed podium. Once we got to the Chase the Ace round, we have medals for 4th, prizes for our podium.
Absolutely, Joe. We've actually, in the past, the last 4 years, we've been running 3 podium spots, but we have acquiesced, we have made the change, if you will, to that 4 podium spot, which the pilots wanted, and we provided.
Well, good times. So don't go anywhere if you're watching on the Multi-GP YouTube channel or the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel. We have a 1-lap race. We have podium presentations to do. And then in about 28 minutes' time, we are bringing in our elite. The race off for podium positions. Worst case, you're 3rd. Let's see what happens. AC, are you ready? Farmers, are you ready? Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. 1-lap race off, live on the tone in less than 5. False starts. Okay. Do we need freshies for that? Do we need new batteries? It's 1 lap. The crowd is saying it's 1 lap. The pilots are saying, but it's for podium. All right. We won't do that individual "Are you ready" thing because that guy, you guys too excited. Here we go. 1-lap race to decide our podium. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Stand by. Stand by. That was me. That was me. Do we need new lipos in? Okay. All right. All right. I was just joking. I didn't refresh after the last restart. Now we're ready. Pilots, rearm your quads. We're going live for real on the tone in less than 5. There's a good tone. Both of them just making sure. Now we are underway. We love head-to-head racing. Farmers just ahead of AC here on the start. Now AC pulling ahead of Farmers at the midway point. Yes, indeed. Now, a little bit of an issue there for Farmers, but, well, he's still in the air. So pressure on AC. AC just missed the crash gate, doubled back, gets in it. And the race-off may not have been clean, but it doesn't matter. AC is going to be your reserve Pro Class champion. That is going to put Farmers still 3rd, 2nd runner-up. And that decides our podium right there. So stand by. We'll do our podium presentations here in just a moment. And we get set for our Elite Top 16 at the top of the hour. Elite Top 16, how about this roster of pilots? Fresh Bread, Tweech, Infernalistic, FPV Cam, Custom FPV, FPV Gaps, Rec, E-Doc, Pino, WordNet FPV, Porkchop FPV, AK FPV, Proximo, Neon, aka Washed Analog Boy, Screecher, and our top qualifier, T-Doge. Number 1, coming up at the top of the hour. All the congratulations coming in. Great job, AC, from Philip Chung. Nick RO19 says congrats on the 3rd place finish, Farmers. Just Mo says congrats, guys. That was wild. A precursor of what we're going to see tonight, 6 p.m. About 23 and a half minutes from now. Our Elite Top 16 of the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championships.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the Pro Class Podium started here. And then once again, quick announcement, Jeff is going to be doing some raffle type stuff here between Pro and Elite. So if you have raffle tickets, need to turn them in, get it done. All right, give me 1 sec, guys. Do some raffle stuff. I'll be right back in about 30. I'm going to grab your prizes and your medals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to our Pro Class Podium presentation for 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championships. So first and foremost, I want to bring up our 4th place podium spot here, who is one of my favorite people. Hasn't been practicing a lot lately, but once he gets his fingers on the sticks, it's hard to stop this man. Ladies and gentlemen, OG Dr. Love. Come on down. 4th place. Yep. Jeff's going to don you with that wonderful medal. And just so everybody knows, the 4th place here also has a $50 cash spot that they're also going to be getting, along with their amazing medal. Help cut some of the cost here on maybe a few of the drinks. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Phil. OG Dr. Love. We're gonna do a full shot right afterwards, so I'm gonna pull you back, and then I'm gonna bring you back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man from Canada who needs no introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, Farmers in our 3rd spot. That is our reserve champion. Farmers, amazing job. This man switched from HD0 to analog for this, due to the fact that EDOC said he just had to, and I think it helped. All right, good job, buddy. Let me get a picture with you. Farmers, let me get a picture with you, bud. Gentlemen, Farmers. All right, guys, now we're going to bring in our reserve champion, who was the TQ for this class. He had an amazing qualifying day, an amazing sim pilot. He fought all day long, got all the way to the finals, and just came up short. Ladies and gentlemen, AC. Our reserve champion here in Pro Class 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, AC, once again, welcome. All right. All right, guys. This is what you've all been waiting for those Pro Class enthusiasts. We have our back-to-back 2024-2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championships Pro Class champion, none other than Static. This young man has made a meteoric rise in this class and has just secured a $500 payout plus his amazing gold medal here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a request from the champion. Can you give his wife a very silent round of applause? Congratulations on their new baby, Mrs. LaBerge. And just so we're clear as well, our reserve champion, AC, also takes home a $250 check with him. And our third place takes home a $150 check. Congratulations, Pro Class champions. Can we get the top 4 back for a podium shot, please? I need AC. I need OG. I need Static. Yeah, I need the OG. And I need Farmers. Fresh off the Mohawk cut. We'll talk later, Mikey. All right, good job, boys. That's our 2025 Pro Class champions, you guys. Let's get a little bit of a break here. We got some raffle stuff to wrap up, and then we're going into the Robot Club with Elite Class. Stay tuned.
Well, thank you, Borg Slayer, and congratulations to our podium that we just crowned there in our Pro Class division. 4th to OG Dr. Love, 3rd to Farmers, 2nd to AC, and a back-to-back win in Pro for Static. Well, looking at the clock here, we are about 16 minutes away from our pilot briefing here in-house. So just after the top of the hour, we are back with our Elite Class, and it will be a new broadcast, whether you're watching on the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel or the Multi-GP YouTube channel. We have them saved as events, so you can watch each individually back for posterity down the road. So you will need to jump over to the new live stream. Chat should be live for both of them, and we're going to be back here in about 16 minutes time with the Elite Class Finale Championship Top 16 of the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. We'll see you in about 15 or 20 minutes.
Hello,